More cases of measles are popping up in the Bay Area. 4 new cases in Pinellas County, bringing the total there to 7. It is the first outbreak in 20 years. And Florida is just one of 22 states dealing with the measles outbreak. The CDC has reported 124 cases this year. That's more than all of 2017. And the situation is much worse overseas. Dozens of people have died from the measles in Europe.
Now, if you come into contact with the measles virus, your odds of catching it are, get this, 90%. That is, unless you have a vaccine. Now, for decades, families haven't had to worry about measles harming their kids because of a high vaccination rates. 10 News reporter Candice Aviles found out why those rates are falling, exposing more people to measles.
An unvaccinated community is an at-risk community. It places all of us at risk.
Dr. Jay Wolfson calls vaccines the most extraordinary technological advances of the 20th century, allowing us to avoid thinking about getting sick.
When you get to that point, you begin to think that I'm immune, I don't need these things, and I don't want the government coming into my life and forcing me to take shots. Well, that's becoming irresponsible, and it's a form of complacency that can damage our children and our future generations.
Dr. Wolfson says students in medical school are role-playing a lot more to communicate the benefits and risks of vaccines to patients and to debunk rumors about them. They also work with pharmacists to explain how vaccines can react to medications or conditions like diabetes that your child may have. And they answer these main questions.
Why do I have to have them so early? Why do I have to have them so often? Is the dose appropriate? Because I heard that somebody got too high of a dose and they got sick. Help me understand these things.
Doctors will also explain while you can get vaccinated any time in life, it's best to do so during infancy and to avoid falling for the herd immunity mentality or thinking that you don't have to get vaccinated because others around you already are.
Can only work when you've got 96 to 99% of the community vaccinated, and even then it can sneak on through and hit those 1 or 2 cases, which is exactly what's happening in Pinellas County now.
I reached out to local hospitals about what their protocols are for educating parents about vaccines. Tampa General, the only hospital to respond so far, told me there's no one-size-fits-all protocol.
We've had yellow fever, we've had smallpox, we've had polio in the last century, and we've forgotten what it's like to have infectious and communicable diseases scourging our communities. We can't forget that. We forget so quickly the things that are so important in our lives, and we can't afford to do that any longer.